Uttar Pradesh produces 25% of India's mangoes, operates one of North India's largest emerging pharmaceutical corridors, and houses the world's highest capacity mobile phone factory. It is an industrial and agricultural powerhouse. Yet, this chart shows a glaring discrepancy. Despite generating 4.8 million metric tons of mangoes annually, Uttar Pradesh manages to export less than 0.5% of that volume to global markets. While buyers in the UK and the Gulf actively seek these regional products, the lack of proximity logistics and cold chain infrastructure prevents the fruit from reaching the global market. For decades, export cargo leaving this region had to survive a grueling overland journey through congested urban roads to reach IGI Delhi. For a fragile supply chain, those extra hours in traffic destroy commercial viability. That specific geographical constraint ends at Jiwar. The new Noida International Airport, DXN, places a dedicated air freight node directly within the state's industrial footprint. The airport opens its Phase 1 operations with a dedicated cargo terminal built to handle 2.5 lakh metric tons of freight annually. Placing this terminal on the Yamuna Expressway reduces the transit time to a runway for every factory and farm within the 800 square kilometer catchment area. DXN acts as a structural correction. It bypasses the historical choke point and finally connects North India's heaviest production zones directly to the runway. We can see exactly how this works by looking at the agricultural sector. Uttar Pradesh grows heavily sought-after GI-tagged mango varieties like the Dasheri and Langra, which command high prices in premium markets. However, Indian mangoes have notably thinner skins than competing varieties from Mexico or Brazil. They are highly susceptible to bruising and rapid spoilage if not handled perfectly. This diagram shows the strict export sequence required to protect them. Immediately after orchard harvest, the raw fruit must move to specialized packhouses to be washed, graded, and carefully packaged. Next comes a rigid regulatory barrier. To legally enter markets like the United States or Japan, the fruit must undergo phytosanitary irradiation at an approved facility to eliminate pests. Once packed and cleared, the cargo demands an unbroken thermal environment of exactly 12 to 16 degrees Celsius until it is secured inside the aircraft. A gap in the cold chain at any point means a rejected shipment. Under the old system, moving this temperature-sensitive fruit from a major growing hub like Saranpur meant navigating a sluggish, unpredictable route into Delhi. The new expressway route to DXN cuts that transit friction entirely, saving critical hours. That same speed is required for the region's floriculture exports, which expire entirely if not delivered within a 24 to 48-hour window, as well as specialized agricultural products like amla. When you multiply this precise timeline by the massive volume of unripened produce harvested in a single season, the logistics bottleneck becomes obvious. For ultra-perishables, having a cold chain cargo terminal closer to the farm gate is the literal boundary line separating a highly profitable global export from localized agricultural waste. Moving south along the Yamuna corridor, the cargo profile quickly shifts from seasonal harvests to year-round pharmaceutical production. Pharmaceuticals operate on completely different economics. They are exceptionally low weight but extremely high value, making premium air freight highly cost-effective. A single 500-kilogram pallet loaded with generic medicines or advanced medical devices can carry a commercial value well over 50 lakh rupees. This exact type of high-value cargo is currently ramping up at the 350-acre Yeida Medical Device Park, located a brief 30-kilometer drive from the DXN runway. This 3D cutaway of the new cargo terminal reveals the required infrastructure for this sector. Advanced biologics and vaccines demand an incredibly strict cold chain, meaning the terminal must maintain a constant 2 to 8 degrees Celsius holding zone. By cutting the transit distance from 80 kilometers down to 30, the risk of a temperature excursion ruining a multi-million rupee biologic shipment drops substantially. And the timing is critical. The India-UK Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement recently granted zero-duty access for dozens of Indian pharmaceutical lines, directly accelerating export volumes. DXN provides the proximate, temperature-controlled gateway needed to elevate these industrial parks from domestic suppliers into competitive global exporters. Beyond agriculture and medicine sits the highest volume anchor in the entire region, the National Capital Region's electronics manufacturing ecosystem. 35 kilometers from the runway sits Samsung's Noida facility, a site capable of manufacturing an astonishing 120 million smartphone units every year. The political and industrial capital heavily invested in this specific plant relies on its ability to sustain rapid, large-scale global export. Spurred by production-linked incentives, the surrounding zones are now dense with component manufacturers producing advanced display panels, complex printed circuit boards, and precise camera modules. This map illustrates the current logistical choke point. Millions of these high-value devices are forced to battle their way through Delhi's urban grid to fly out of IGI. DXN offers a clear path straight down the expressway. Sharing that exact same congested route is the region's silent giant, cross-border e-commerce. Fulfillment hubs in the NCR are pushing outbound cargo volumes up by 25 to 30% annually. With Amazon, Flipkart, and dedicated export platforms heavily utilizing IGI, the primary airport is struggling to process the overflow. DXN introduces dedicated slot capacity to absorb this regional growth. Even premium traditional exports, like the massive volume of leather and footwear flowing out of Agra, are currently fighting for that same air cargo space. In the electronics and e-commerce sectors, DXN serves as a physical relief valve, providing the volume capacity necessary to prevent logistical gridlock as regional production continues to scale. Mangoes, floriculture, pharmaceuticals, smartphones, e-commerce, and handicrafts, 6 completely different, highly complex industrial streams, all converging at a single 2.5 lakh metric ton logistics node. But an airport terminal is only an anchor. The surrounding logistics ecosystem required to support this massive capacity is currently incomplete. To fully utilize the runway, the region still needs to construct local, APIDA-approved irradiation facilities and build out specialized farm gate packhouses. Additionally, international cargo access will initially rely on available space in the belly of passenger flights. Establishing dedicated high-volume freighter routes using 747s and 777s will require time. This chart outlines the master plan. The 2.5 lakh metric tons active today is just phase 1. The infrastructure is designed to scale sequentially, targeting a massive 18 lakh metric tons of annual capacity by 2050. The geographic bottleneck keeping North India's heaviest products out of the sky has been removed. Now the economic success of the entire corridor depends on how fast the surrounding industries build the secondary infrastructure required to feed the terminal.